Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Texas Hot Spot. And if you're joining us on this lovely Friday, that means you're here for one reason only, and that's to see my pretty face, right? That's why y'all are here tonight. So it's Friday Night Fire. We hope everybody had a great week. If it was a long work week or you had some bad things happen to you this week, we're here for you. Take a load off, relax, come hang out with us on Friday Night Fire, where we get to know a little bit about our friends and we do spicy stuff. Without further ado, we want to get this show going. We got a lot to go over. So I'm going to bring in my co-host. He's been here since day one, and since then he's been A1. Let's bring him in, Brandon Honey Boy Collins. What's up, Brandon?
Hey, buddy.
Hi, buddy. How you doing, bud? You look good with your tank top and your sweatband.
This is Nikki's.
Hey, you
got
still
it
look
in
great.
Vegas. I like it, though.
Great,
it fits
bud.
me.
Are you excited about tonight?
Yeah?
I am, too. It's going to be a good one. It's definitely one to watch if people are stopping
Oh,
through.
it's going to be a good one.
You're not going to want to go anywhere.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, let's go ahead and bring in our next co-host. He's here. He's the man from the West Coast, Pepper Bay. What's up, Pepper Bay? Welcome to the show.
Oh, yeah, I kind of changed the energy in this place.
Yeah, dude, you're looking great. Look at that beautiful hair.
All right, when you got it.
God damn. Dude,
if you got it, flaunt it.
Like I would smash, bro. I would probably smash.
Oh, I see you're rocking the more neutral headband.
Oh yeah, it just looks smaller because of the hair.
Yeah. But
all right, guys. Now that we're in the show, we're gonna have to wait for our other co-host. He's usually fashionably late.
Eric Midge, you know.
Him to come on in. Let's not keep the audience waiting anymore. They know what's going on. They're waiting for the man of the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Friday Night Fire in the Texas Hot Spot, 12-time Guinness Book of World Record holder. He is the reigning and current League of Fire World Chili Eating Champion, Mike Jack! What's up, Mike Jack?
Hey, what's up, Zach? Thanks for having me on. Glad to be here.
Absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
Glad to be here. Glad to see you here. We got Uncle Bull Cow in the house. What's up, Uncle Bull Cow? Nicole Conti's in the house. What's up, Nicole? Seth's in the house. What's up, Seth? Stephen's in the house. What's up, Stephen? Sip Chopper's in the house. What's up, Sip? Everyone's here to see Mike Jack, and it's for a good reason and a good reason only. Mike Jack, you are the man, the myth, the legend. You are the world champion of chili eating. But we know who you are as a chili head. Can you please, for our audience and guests, and also for us, give us a small biography of who Mike Jack is, where he came from, where he grew up, stuff like that. Just let us know who Mike Jack really is.
Who is Mike Jack? Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm from Canada. Grew up in I was born in the big city, Toronto, but moved to the country when I was just a kid. The kind of cottage country I grew up in, Kawartha Lakes area in Ontario. I always, I liked sports as a kid, but I just was terrible at all of them. And I'm glad that I found like a sport now that I'm good at. So that's awesome.
Hell yeah. Looking like Justin Timberlake over here.
I just want to say this real quick. So Mitch popped in. We asked him right before the show if he had a tank top and a headband. He said he did not. It looks like Mitch found one. Nick, you look absolutely
He's
great,
amazing.
buddy.
Nice.
You look absolutely great, buddy. Welcome to the
Got
show,
hair.
bitch. All right. So like I said, Mike Jack, we know who you are as a chili head. You gave us a little background of who you are as a person. But let's dig a little deeper, shall we, Mike Jack? Let's dig back to the year 2002, okay? The year is 2002. You are going to Humber College. You remember Humber College?
He's nardwiring you right now.
What's that? I went to Humber College, yeah.
Yeah, so you remember going to Humber College, and when you were working in Humber College, you worked at the famous Player movie theater. Do you remember that, Mike Jack?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you were working there, you had a friend.
Yeah, was it a Famous Players or a Cineplex?
No, it could have been Famous Player or Cineplex. One is you worked at this movie theater. Now, when you were working at this movie theater, you had a friend. Her name was Jen. Now, Jen, who had a mutual friend, her name may or may not be Jamie, is the Mrs. Mike Jack. Is that correct, sir?
It was, yeah. It may have been Jamie.
Absolutely. And that's 21 years ago today. A love that is unbroken. A bond that cannot be tested as long as time. I do want to say this. You need to hurry up, Mike Jack. And you need to watch Dirty Dancing with your wife. Because she's had that dream for a long time about wanting to dance with you. Because her favorite movie's Dirty Dancing. And you guys never dared. You guys never watched it.
We did eventually. Yeah, we did eventually. Yeah.
Eventually,
we watched Dirty Dancing together. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. But it took you quite a while.
We've seen it a few times together now. We went and saw like a musical play.
Oh wow!
I guess, yeah,
that's amazing. Okay, so now why I wanted to dive into that. Now you had your first date in May 15th of 2002, and all the way to this day today, you guys are still together. So do me a favor, for all the people watching, please tell us what keeps that relationship going.
Just I guess love. We just like each other. I guess like we like hanging out. We like a lot of the same stuff. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
We watch shows together, and yeah, we kind of try to share similar interests. Like I was into the spicy stuff. Jamie wasn't too into it at first, but yeah, she was. It was cool. She got into it, and now, to be honest, she's into hot sauces more than I am. She loves tasting all the different hot sauces. She buys more hot sauce than I do, and yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So it's amazing to hear that you guys have been together so long. Everyone in the chili community knows that Jamie is your backbone. She's in your ear literally as you're competing during these times. So if anybody knows that Jamie is a very strong woman, I would love to get her on one day on the show as well. We'll talk about that later on, but I just wanted to put in recognition the love that you two have had for such a long time, from the humble meetings that you guys have gone through, for the big 21-year journey that you've been on. I wanted to say thank you to her and you for showing us what true love is really all about, man. So let's go ahead. Let's move it up a little bit.
No problem. Anytime.
Let's go to the year 2007, okay? Now we're moving along. 2007, you and Jamie been together a while. And for some reason, Mike Jack decides to try his hand at making films.
Yeah. 2007?
Okay. Yeah, so about 2007, probably around that time. When I say, let me make sure I get this right. When I say infant invasion, what is your first thought, sir?
Infant invasion. What's that?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Mike Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the next minute and a half of scenes from the Mike Jack original movie called Infant Invasion. We'll be right back after these scenes. What the fuck? Oh god! Your fucking face! Oh yeah! Step on it! Fuck you!
Baby wants his bottle, huh? Suck on these teats.
All right, okay. Now that everybody has gotten to witness what infant invasion is, let's talk about it, Mike Jack.
Hey, best part of that was when he threw the baby and said, "Fuck you."
I'm dying, dude. I'm dying. This is great.
It's infant invasion. It's like babies that are born to grow up to be super soldiers and they're just too aggressive to hold on to, and some people have to join forces and defeat the babies, the evil babies. So yeah, that's what it's about. Yeah, it's it was my.
Was there a video that played, and am I the only person missing that?
I made in film.
Yes, Pepper Bay. There was a
where did it play? Because it didn't play on the screen.
Oh no,
yeah, it did.
You have to push the unmute button to watch it.
Oh well, that would have been cool then. I'm so lost right now.
I missed it.
I'm sorry you missed that, Pepper Bay. I'll have to send that to you after the show. That was the brilliance and the absolute masterpiece of Infant Invasion, written and directed by Mike Jack. Now, this was long before Mike Jack was a chili-eating champion, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So he can't be judged on the things he did. This was long before he ate 71.
Please tell me there's an actual long version of that movie. Like that was a movie.
Absolutely. If you guys are interested, you guys can follow.
That was just a few clips. Yeah.
If you guys are interested,
I gotta
right
see the
here,
whole movie.
you can follow Mike Jack on social media by going to his link tree. So on his link tree, you can find his YouTube, his Facebook, his Twitter, his TikTok, his Guinness Book of World Records, all that information right there. And on his YouTube, if you scroll back about 3 years, there is the entirety of Infant Invasion for you to enjoy.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Chris, it was like baby zombies on the neck, blood, shotgunning babies. Fuck you, baby. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, the opening baby coming out of the head face, or like
baby eating into a head or eating its way out. Maybe I don't know. We're gonna have to watch the whole thing, definitely.
Yeah. All right. So now that we got to know the filmmaker, Mike Jack.
Oh, I'm a big fan of like the Evil Dead movies and.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So now we got to know the filmmaker, Mike Jack, and the film that he made and the awesome work he can do with the camera and stuff. I mean, it's brilliant, the gore and everything. Let's move on to something a little more physical that you used to do back in the day. And not many people, I don't really think, know this about Mike Jack. Before Mike Jack was eating peppers, breaking world records, Mike Jack was one hell of a ball hockey player. Now, Mike Jack, when I bring to mind the Lunatics or the Loons or the Forest City Phantoms or the London Turtles, can we get into that and your contribution to the game of ball hockey?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I really like hockey. You know, I'm Canadian, right? So we're all into hockey here, obviously, right? And but yeah, I got into it later on. I was never good at skating, so there's like ball hockey. It's like, you know, kind of floor hockey, sort of. You like we play in like arenas in the summer where they've taken the ice out, and yeah, I was on a few teams and whatever, and I decided I was going to make my own team, the Lunatics, and yeah, our first season we were just a ragtag team of misfits, just a bunch of just whoever's, and we all got together and we sucked and we were really bad, and we were bad for a few years, but eventually we would, like, you know, every time we would meet somebody who was good, we'd kind of be like, you should play on our team, and we'd come and get them to play. And then yeah, we played something like, I don't know, I think it was something like 16 seasons or something. And we finally like won the championship like 2 out of my last 3 seasons. We did it. So and yeah, I ended up leaving ball hockey just because I got too busy with the spicy stuff. So yeah, I was better with the spicy stuff than I was with the ball hockey. So yeah, that's what happened. That was the end of my ball hockey career. And I was also yeah, when I left, I was 36, and it was a league where you could join when you're 18. So there's kids like literally half my age playing in the league. So I was like, nah, maybe it's time to hang her up, right?
Now, did you have skates or did you use just foot, like shoes?
Shoes.
No, it's just running shoes. Yeah.
Nice.
We used to play that in the alley. We just called it street hockey.
Yeah,
we used the ball.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I've played a lot of street hockey every day.
Eric, you don't know the streets.
You don't know the streets.
All right, so now that we've talked about your awesome days playing ball hockey and the awesome contributions you did, and you guys need to know these were teams compiled of kids also. So he was also looking back to the youth in America and giving back there. So you know, Mike Jack is one hell of a guy. But let's start moving towards when your life started turning a little spicy. Okay?
A little spicy.
Yeah, I'm gonna put something up on the screen, and I'd like you to tell us a little bit about this, okay, buddy?
There it is. Mike and Drew's Hot Reviews. That's where it all started. Mike and Drew.
Reviews. What is Mike and Drew's Hot Reviews? How'd that start off?
So how Mike and Drew's Hot Reviews started out is one of my other buddies, Dan. He was like, oh, there's like people like doing crazy stuff on YouTube and getting like popular and stuff like that. We should start a YouTube channel together. And we didn't know what we were going to do at first. You know, we both went to film school together and stuff. And he was like, oh, like, you're really good with like hot sauce and stuff. Like, I was, into crazy hot sauces and stuff back then. And he was like, why don't you eat like, do something with like peppers or something spicy. And so what we decided to do is we would make like a Mike and Drew's Hot Review. So we got my other friend Drew, just because he's like a pretty funny guy and everything, and he doesn't have like the tolerance to spicy stuff at all, so it's kind of like it would be funny watching him get hurt, right? So we all like movies and stuff like that. We were all in film school together, so the Hot Reviews was like we would like review a movie and then we'd eat something hot and then try to review it, but like it would be tough because we'd be like burning up and stuff like that, and Drew would get really hurt and I wouldn't be like too bad and stuff like that. And it was kind of like a funny thing because at the time, to be honest, like I was seeing like, you know, like my buddy Dan was like, there's other people like eating peppers on YouTube and stuff like that. And back then, you know, I was watching some other people and I was like, I could never eat as many peppers as those people. Like, we got to come up with some kind of funny gimmick or something for the show. Right. So that's what it was. Yeah. We would like review some stuff. Drew would get hurt and it was funny, but then Drew didn't like getting hurt anymore. So he kind of left and yeah. People were like, can you eat like more peppers? Like how many peppers can you eat? So then that kind of just started the whole thing, just eating more and more peppers, just seeing how far I can push myself. Yeah.
We got a question from the chat. What are you drinking, Brandon?
Oh,
Milo's.
Tea.
Oh, Milo's
Sweet tea.
Nice.
And then I add, honey boy, I add my own honey to the sweet tea to make it even sweeter.
Nice. All right. So awesome talking about that. Definitely, guys, if you have a chance, go back and look at Mike and Drew's reviews. They're actually pretty funny. I watched a few myself. Drew can't really handle the spice that much. It's kind of funny to watch them burn while they're reviewing a movie. So it's pure comedy gold there. All right, Mike, Jack, we're going to start moving on to when you started really getting into the burn, buddy. We're really getting into the burn now. So let's talk about the very first Canadian to be inducted into the League of Fire, and that is yourself. But back then, your name was Mike Hot Reviews Jack. You went by a few names.
Yeah.
We have Mike Hot Reviews Jack. We also had Mike Jack Eats Heat. We've had Mike Molten Moose Jack. You've gone by all these names. You competed in all these chili head competitions. I want to say your biggest competition your biggest first competition was obviously, I think, I could be wrong, was featured on Netflix's We Are the Champions, where you took part in that chili pepper eating competition, correct?
Yeah, that's right. That was my very first competition, and it was a world-class competition. Like there's people from Australia, the UK, and the US. I was the sole person from Canada. So yeah, the way that all happened for me was I kind of just heard about it like just 2 weeks before the competition, basically. And I was like, oh, like I want to do this. I want to do this competition. So I ended up like sending like an email to Tom Petropoulos, who works for like Ed Curry and that. He put out like a thing on Facebook or something looking for people. And I was like, okay, like I don't think a lot of people like knew who I was then. I had broken 2 Guinness World Records, but they weren't like official yet. Like I had broken them, submitted them, but Guinness hadn't like actually reviewed the videos and everything yet. And I had a video, I think at the time, my biggest video was I ate like 30 Carolina Reaper peppers. So I just like said in the email, like, oh, like this is what I've done. Like, here's my video where I ate the 30 Reapers and stuff like that. And they were like, okay, like you're in, you can like come and do it. So I felt like I was just kind of stepping in last minute. I had never done a competition before, so I didn't really know what to expect and stuff like that. And I just kind of went in there and I did like okay. I didn't really do like as good as I wanted to, obviously. I came in, there was like 12 people. I came in 5th, which was all right.
That's good. Yeah.
I just really learned a lot from that competition. I just kind of went in all willy-nilly, just like not really knowing what to do. And I was like, okay, like every time I do something, like whether it's a challenge or a competition, I'm just like try to figure out like what I did wrong, like what I messed up, or like what I could do to like go farther or do better. So I learned a lot from that one. And since that competition, I haven't lost. I won like 8 in a row after that. So yeah, it was pretty good. I wish I did better, because it was like on Netflix and everything. And you know, they filmed all this stuff and they're like, okay, like do this thing with the peppers and we'll put your name on the bottom of the screen and so people know who you are. And they didn't say my name like once in the show. They never said Mike Jack, or they're like, oh, this person's from the UK, this person's from Australia, this person's from the US. And they were just like, oh, and then they didn't even say anything about me and whatever.
Yeah.
And then I also like had the huge like
reasons why I wanted to bring it up. I wanted to bring it up in here to make people aware that you were in that competition. And during that competition, if you guys go back and watch, there are videos out there of Mike Jack taking off of his shirt. He couldn't handle the heat. The man was partially naked, sweating his ass off, but he was burning like the rest. I wanted to congratulate you on your effort on that one. Now, let's start moving on to the Guinness Book of World Records. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to go over a few of these. This man right here has the fastest time to drink a bottle of hot sauce at 8.56 seconds. The most ghost peppers eaten in 2 minutes. That's 246 grams. He's the fastest time to drink 1 liter of tomato sauce at 1 minute 56 seconds. And he's the fastest time to eat 50 Carolina Reapers at 6 minutes and 49 seconds. Him and his wife, we mentioned earlier, have the joint world record for the longest habanero kiss for 15 minutes and 6 seconds. And he has the most ghost peppers eaten in 1 minute. He has the fastest time to eat 3 Carolina Reapers, as well as the fastest time to eat 3 ghost pepper chilies, among a few other ones, like eating almonds, stuff I could not mention here. But before we get into this, Mike Jack, there is a couple video clips that I would like to play. If I could please have your patience, guys. Pepper Bay, make sure you click the button that pops up to watch the video. Ladies and gentlemen, I put together a couple things for your entertainment only. This is some of Mike Jack's awesome accomplishments over the past couple years. Here we go.
Start. Get set. Go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.75. I think 9.75.
Go, Mike. Yeah, let's hear some noise, guys. Come on. All right. Yeah, go, Mike. Come on, man. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. You guys just witnessed the world record happen.
All right. Now, that was some of the first Guinness Book of World Records that Mike Jack was able to attain. And it started off with the ghost peppers. Now, if you want to just visit that a little bit, Mike Jack, and talk about your experience with those first few records and how it felt to get those, how it felt during those when you were doing them and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was doing a bunch of stuff, like seeing, trying to eat the most like Carolina Reapers ever and stuff like that. And once I kind of did that, at the time it was like 30 or whatever, a lot of people were asking me like, was that like a Guinness World Record? Like, is that going to be in the book? And I was like, I don't even know what the records are for any of that stuff. So I looked it up and I saw it was all like kind of speed eating and stuff like that, and I hadn't really done any speed stuff at the time, so I kind of had to learn. So I watched a couple videos and I like kind of Googled a bunch of stuff, try to get tips on how to eat fast and stuff like that. And I did like a practice one of that like 3 ghost pepper one at home, and I pretty much did it in like practice. So I was like, okay, like let's like set up an event and like go do this. So I set up a charity event with my buddy Christopher Campbell, Phoenix Fire. He wanted to do a Guinness record too. So we both did our first Guinness records the same day. He did one for it was most like he does fire breathing. It was like most flames blown in 30 seconds. So we did it for like a charity thing to like, you know, like raise funds for like the homeless people and like a clothing drive and stuff like that. And yeah, and I broke the record and I was like so pumped. And then I sent it into Guinness and I like waited for like ever to hear back. And I was like, I don't know, am I going to hear back from these guys? I don't know. So then I had started like I helped like start like kind of Canada's first like hot sauce expo, heat wave hot sauce expo. And they wanted some entertainment there. And I was like, I'm going to break another Guinness record there. So then I did the, I think that one was I forget if it was a 1 minute. Yeah, it was the 1 minute ghost pepper one. So I did that there. And I was like, yeah, that's awesome. And then waiting for Guinness again still. And I was just like, what's going on? Like they haven't approved my first one. They haven't done the second one. And I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to do anymore. I don't know if they're ever going to like get back to these videos or whatever. And it was almost like it was like a year later, they're finally like approved them and stuff. And then and then it was awesome because then it was like up on their website and stuff. And I was, you know, pretty pumped for that. And it was like shortly after that, then I did that other one for the 2 ghost pepper, the 2 minute ghost pepper record. And yeah, that record was it's one of my favorite records in a way because that was like they featured that in the Guinness record book 2022. There's like a half page there's a picture of me with the ghost peppers like being all happy, and then beside I'm just like messed up like halfway through eating them. And yeah, just after, you know, reading those books as a kid and looking at all the records and going to like the, you know, museums and stuff like that, and then seeing myself in the book, like it was amazing. It was
yeah, that's awesome,
man. Pretty wild.
Yeah.
Well, awesome, man. It must feel great. So I do have a couple more videos I do want to share real quick. But before we get into these videos, I'm thirsty.
Man.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what we have here, I'm going to go solo for a second. What we have here is the Mike Jack Special Edition Pineapple Jalapeno Soda, brought to you by Soda Pop Company over in Canada. Everybody here should have one. My wife also is going to be coming in to join us for this review. We're going to get a woman's side of things. Mike Jack has one ready to go. We all have one. Let me make sure I get my wife and a banana.
Oh, it smells good.
Yep. If you guys want, go ahead, pop the top, but please.
Yeah, you got to smell it as soon as you open it. Please do not take a sip yet.
Oh, that's nice.
Hey, you know the jalapeno jelly bellies? How much like jalapeno-y they are? That's what it smells like.
Ooh.
But with pineapple. My mouth is watering.
At first it smelled jalapeno-y, and now I'm getting like a lot of pineapple smell.
Yeah.
But it almost smells like a cream soda kind of to me also.
I think it has a fresh. I have one. I think it has a fresh smell of jalapeno with a backup of pineapple. Come on.
What if I don't drink? Though, like,
Okay.
I have a whole.
Okay, my wife's just gonna take a sip of mine because she doesn't want to waste
yeah.
one if she doesn't like it. Which makes sense to me.
It's Mike Jack soda, so you better fucking love it.
You're gonna love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a sip of this, a taste review. We're gonna go one by one with 4 of us, and we're gonna get everybody's absolute initial reaction to the flavor. All right, everybody,
You're
go
just
ahead.
teasing us, bro.
Go ahead, take a sip.
Boozled pepper jelly bean.
That's nice. It's refreshing.
Thumbs up for me, man.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna start off with this and say it's absolutely a killer 10 out of 10. It has a great pineapple flavor. I love the carbonation in this thing, followed up with an immediate aftertaste of that jalapeno. I'm not sensing any spiciness to this. Just the flavor is what's poking through.
Chris,
Pepper
what do you
Bay,
think?
Pepper Bay, what do you think? Give me your honest opinion, Pepper Bay.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 for sure. I really like that neither flavor profile is overbearing over the other one. They really complement each other really well. And you're right, that freshness of that jalapeno. It's not like a pickled jalapeno or any kind of like it's that freshness about it. It's but you also do get a little tingling in the back throat, not necessarily a burn, but like just that jalapeno flavor. It's really, really nice. This is definitely a slam dunk for sure.
Yeah.
It's good. No, it's good.
Hey, Midge, what do you think, man? Give me your honest review on this soda.
I like it a lot. I drink it every day.
I drink it every day.
It tastes like something. Is it?
It doesn't taste too.
I can't put my finger on it like a soda that I've had before.
Cactus Cooler.
But is it Cactus Cooler? That's what I'm thinking. But it's really good, man. Like, no heat.
It's really good.
That's a good thing. But you can taste. You need to come tell little notes of the jalapeno. But definitely 10 out of 10. I would drink this all the time. And
Absolutely.
Is it available in the United States?
Nope.
You guys got to get it here, man.
I think
it should be there should be a hard version of it too.
I think it would make a. Go ahead, Brandon Collins. Go ahead.
All right, I would say 10 out of 10 for flavor. I like how it's not as sweet as American sodas typically are.
Bingo.
It's got kind of the same amount of sugar as an American soda, but there's more. This is a bigger than 12 ounces, I'm pretty sure. So it makes up for it by being slightly less sweet, which I like. Very good, man. Did you have a pretty heavy hand in making this or what?
Sorry, what's that? You cut it a little bit.
Did you have like a pretty big role in making this? Or were they just like, hey, we want to make you a soda?
Like a little bit. They like they asked me what I wanted in a soda, and I was like, because they make like a spicy one. It's like a ginger soda, and I was like, I want one that's like maybe it doesn't have to be spicy because that's kind of weird for soda. But I was like, one of my favorite like kind of flavor combinations is like pineapple jalapeno. Like I like how that flavor goes together, and I've had pineapple soda before, and I like it. It's not so popular, but there's they're out there. And I was like, is there like a jalapeno flavor? Like I'd never heard of a jalapeno soda, and they were like, oh yeah, we can like get that. We can make that for you. So yeah, then they made it, and I like it. I haven't
A1, man. It's good.
I can't drink too many though, because you can't get high on your own supply.
Hey, I'm
gonna say 10 out of 10. Absolutely. I wish it was available in the United States. It is not.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But if you really, really, really want to get your hands on one of these, I'm sure you can hit Mike Jack up. Mike Jack, he helped me out get a few. I'm sure he can help you get a few if you're really dying to try these.
Yeah, I'll have to get it somewhere in the U.S. too.
What were you saying, Midge?
Two of my favorite sodas are the Pineapple Crush and Strawberry Crush. But it's hard to find the pineapple one all the time. But when I do find it, I buy it. Usually Dollar Tree actually has it.
Yeah, this reminds me a lot of Cactus Cooler. But,
find,
Cactus Cooler is pineapple and orange. This is pineapple and, jalapeno. Very.
Ooh,
that's really good. I'm gonna save the rest so my
it's real good.
family could taste it when they get home.
Dave, you want to try this?
I will say that I definitely like the taste of the burp that comes up after it.
Well, mine's mixed with that and strawberry peach simply. So it's
making a cocktail out of it.
All right, so now that we've got Our partnership with the Soda Pop Company and Mike Jack Eats Heat Pineapple Jalapeno available now. We reviewed it. It's absolutely spectacular. Great job on you and that company. I love that you guys partnered together and made that out. But now let's get back to the interview, get to know a little bit more about you. Now the hard-hitting questions are going to come. Are you ready, buddy? Okay, so here's what we got.
All right, let's do it. Yeah.
All right, here's what we got going on. Now we're going to move into past the ghost pepper peppers. Now you're moving on. You want to get more Guinness Book of World Records. Let's start talking about your journey on eating these Carolina Reapers. You have eaten more Carolina Reapers than I have seen anybody eat other than the UK Chili Queen herself. I'm going to go ahead. I have a couple videos I want to play, and then we're going to talk about the videos. If you guys could please just go ahead, watch these next ones right here.
Stop! Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, swallow, 5, 6, 7, 8. What was the record?
Okay, so that was the fastest time to eat 3 Carolina Reapers. You did it in a little over 9 seconds. Now, take me back to that attempt. And were you nervous before getting into that?
I was, yeah. It was kind of, that record was kind of getting to me, to be honest, because, that was done like during the COVID lockdown times or whatever. So it was like Guinness kind of changed a lot of their rules and stuff, right? So usually you got to do it in front of like a crowd for the Guinness, like in front of an audience. But they were like, oh, they don't want, the big crowds because COVID and stuff. So I was just like doing this record like at home, right? And it was getting to me because, we're working full time and everything, in a factory and stuff. And I didn't want to, at the time, like 3 peppers, like I might not feel so good the next day doing that, 3 Reapers. So I wasn't doing it during the week. I was doing it just on weekends. And I kept trying it. Like I would try it like every Saturday. I'd try this record, and I'd be off like by like a second, or I'd be off by like a part of a second. And it took me like 3 months. Like that was my 12th attempt. And I was like, it was the end of the season. I was like, these are my last 3 like Reapers that I have. And I'm like, if I don't do it this time, then I'm just like, I'm going to have to wait till like next year to try again. And I did it on the very last try. I did it with the last 3 Reapers that I had of the season. It was like in like November. And I was super pumped that I did it because I was just like, it was just messing with me. I was just like trying it so much. I wanted to put out other videos, try other records and stuff, but I was just like fixated on this one. And when I finally broke it, I was like, just like super excited that I finally did it. It was worthwhile.
You did a great job in a little over 9 seconds. I want to go ahead and say that's not where your Reaper journey stopped. You did a lot more Reapers, but a little after you attempted the 3 Reapers for the Guinness Book of World Records, around the same time, we have to let other people know that Mike Jack has other Guinness Book of World Records that do not involve spicy peppers or spicy hot sauce. One of them being, one of them being is the fastest time to drink a liter of tomato sauce, and another one being the fastest time or how many almonds you can eat in a minute. Now, I want you guys to just take a quick gander at this next clip of Mike Jack eating almonds and potentially getting a world record. Let's see.
Ready, set, go. Chew. Come on. Keep going. 55 seconds. Keep going. That's a good pace. Keep going. 50 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You need to get your water. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boom! Mike Jack eating almonds for a world record. And you don't just eat spicy stuff, is what I'm trying to say. What other records do you have that do not consist of spicy food?
Wasn't there like a romaine lettuce one?
What?
Yeah. So the story behind all this stuff, right, is I was like, oh sorry, there's a motorcycle going by here. So I was doing all these like pepper records, right? And I was sending in the videos to Guinness, and I ended up making a contact at Guinness that I would talk to. He's one of the video producers there or whatever. And he was like, okay, we really like these videos you're sending in of you eating these peppers. Like, you got to do more. Like, send us more. And I was like, well, I can't because the peppers are only around for like a short time. Like, especially in Canada, it's like a short season. So he's like, okay, like, is there anything else you can do, or anything else you can eat, or what can you do? And I was like, yeah, I could try other stuff. And I was like, it might be interesting because I'm like vegan, and there's not really vegan speed eaters or vegan competitive eaters. So he was like, oh, that's cool. Like, try like all these. And he's like sending me records, and I'm looking records up, seeing like what I can beat and stuff like that. Right. So, some of them were like pretty like vegan-y, like almonds are kind of like stereotypical vegan thing. There's like the head of lettuce, like Honey Boy was saying there. So I had fastest time to eat a head of lettuce. The like funniest one was fastest time to eat a banana without using your hands.
Oh, what?
That was pretty cool. And then yeah, for the longest time I broken those 3, and they're like, okay, we need like one more. We need you to do one more, and then we'll make a video about all your vegan speed eating stuff. So then I did the fastest time to drink a liter of tomato sauce, right? Had to use a straw. And after fastest vegan, and the vegan vacuum was like a nickname they like gave me in the video and stuff like that. And they put it out. We made like kind of a funny video with Guinness and that, and yeah, it was kind of cool. But like I was like, okay, I'm gonna do these, and then somebody's gonna break them, because I'm like, like I'm pretty quick, but there's a lot of like speed eaters out there, competitive eaters. I'm like, somebody's gonna take these from me. I'm just kind of like, a lot of them aren't like willing to hurt themselves with the peppers and stuff like that. So I got that going for me, right? And yeah, most of them have gotten beaten and stuff like that now. But the one that's cool is that the one with the tomato sauce. Somebody took that from me, and then somebody else took it from them. And then when I was at Guinness World Records just like a couple months ago now, I guess, in the UK. And I tried it again, and I got it back. So yeah, that was
nice.
So talking about that, you tried it again, you got it back. It's awesome. Just so people can understand what he means by he tried it again, he got it back. Let's take a look at him trying it again and getting it back.
I'm a vegan speed eater, kind of specializing in spicy stuff, hot peppers and that. Fastest time to drink a bottle of hot sauce. Done.
Oh, it's a little warm, to be honest.
Fastest time to drink 1 liter of tomato sauce.
Go.
I can confirm that you have achieved a time of 1 minute, 5.56 seconds, and you have broken the world record for the fastest time to drink 1 liter of tomato sauce through a straw.
All right, so there he was, getting back that record from the 1 liter of tomato juice, which is absolutely amazing. So talking about that.
Did you have to use a straw?
Say again?
Yeah.
Is using a straw part of both those records?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you had to use a straw for both of them. Yeah, but I think that was to my advantage because there's some people who are really good at chugging stuff, and I'm not really so good at that. But yeah, I guess I'm good at sucking through a straw.
Yeah.
Me and Zach talked about taking on one of your world records one time. Remember me and you were talking about taking on the habanero kiss record?
Me and Brandon were going to take habanero kiss.
Yeah.
We were like, dude, we could kiss.
I was like, oh, we could totally do that. 2 minutes? Easy.
So yeah, there's a couple challenges that me and Brandon might be coming after, Mike. Just kidding.
All right, for sure.
So after talking about all of these records that you broke, after talking about the records that you lost and then had to get back, I'm asking you this, Mike Jack. What was the hardest, most difficult challenge to break that you had to take on?
The most challenging one to break. The most challenging one to break was probably the 3 Reaper one, just because I tried it so many times. Like I was on my 12th time, just because it was like a fast time. Like it's only, well, for some people 3 Reapers is a lot, but it was like only 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you're down fractions of a second. That's
yeah.
Pretty intense.
And also, when you guys are eating 3 Reapers, you have to know that there's the risk of choking. Now, Mike Jack, that leads me to my next set of questions. Choking. Now, a lot of people in the comments or the audience or the people that watch later on, they're not going to know that we've actually almost lost Mike Jack a time or two in the past due to some unfortunate events. He has choked a time or two. I remember one time you went live, you choked on something, your wife had to come in and pat you on the back to get it out of your throat. You almost died there, Mike Jack. Let's talk about how in August of 2019, you were center of attention because you almost died when the house next to you blew up when someone ran into it. So, I mean, we're just kind of lucky to have you, Mike Jack. So let's talk about these brush encounters with death and how lucky you feel to be
Close
here.
encounters with death. We're getting dark. We're getting dark here.
Because you've had a few.
Dying.
You've had a few.
I've had a few, yeah. So I don't know what it is with this one challenge, like the world's hottest corn chip challenge, like from Australia, right? It's like the box of corn chips. League of Fire made a like a speed thing out of it, right? Like you got to eat this box like as fast as you can. And the strategy that I use when I eat the peppers, it doesn't work when I eat the box of chips because the chips are like so dry. But it seems like nobody else has this problem, but it's happened to me twice now where I start eating the chips and it's like my mouth gets all dry and it like kind of almost like the chips like form a little ball and it just gets like stuck in my throat. So the first time it happened, I was just like, we were just making videos like Jamie tried it. She did the box or whatever, and my buddy Christopher Campbell did it and he ate the box, and I'm like, okay, like now I'm just gonna like just do the same thing. And I started doing it and it was like it got stuck and I was just like, it'll go down. So I just kept cramming more chips in. I'm like, it should go down eventually. And I was like, it's not going down. Like I'm like, that was my first time ever really like choking. So yeah, I had to. Christopher's just like hit me on the back, and Jamie's trying to give me time. Like I eventually like got it out, but I was like totally failed that one, right? And then yeah, it was a few years later. It was like actually this year, like earlier this year. I was like, okay, I got these boxes of these chips. Like I need to like I need to use them up. Like, they're already pretty past their best or whatever. So I tried it again, and this time, like I was just determined. I was like, last time maybe I didn't. I need to like swallow really hard, just like get that ball of chips down there. And this time, it just like it got really stuck, and Jamie like really had to save me. And it was crazy because it was on like we did like a live stream, and I just started choking. Like I'm just like, oh man, and it was going through my head. I was like, this is like like live death on YouTube. Like this is like pretty grim. Like the camera falls over and everything because she's trying to like save me. And you could just like watching it after, like it's pretty creepy. Like you just hear like Jamie like she thinks her husband's gonna die. Like she's like she's like smacking my back, and I'm just like kind of like wheezing. Like I'm just barely getting air through, and she's just like smacking my back, and she just was like, I'm calling 911, and she just like is on the phone. And I've talked to other people who watched it live, and they're like, man, like I almost called 911. Like just people were like freaking out. And then I think she just like she kept smacking my back, and then just as she was gonna call them, she just like kind of stuck her finger in my mouth. And I think that was enough to like kind of make me gag enough to just like spit it out. So, but it was going through my head. I was like, this is the end. Like
corn chips gonna take me out.
These are my last moments. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. Yeah.
Well, I will say that
that's going to be the end of me doing this challenge.
You came out unharmed. You didn't choke. You didn't die. Not even when the car crashed and the house next to you blew up. You still persisted on. You've driven through. Now, Mike Jack, let's get in. We're almost done. We're coming up to the end of the interview. Let's get in to the championship belt journey of Mike Jack Eats Heat. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go ahead and bring this up real quick so people can see a lot about, say, I don't want to say, about a year ago, we all met up in Dallas for this event right here.
It was been exactly a year tomorrow.
So that's tomorrow. So about a year ago, we all met up. You can see that we got Brandon
1st.
on that one. We got Midge on that one. Myself and Mike Jack. We were all happy and lucky enough to compete against Mike Jack. And during that competition, at the end of it all, after everybody bowed out, we crowned our America's chili eating champion, Mike Jack. There he is, looking good, wearing his belt next to the UK chili queen, wearing the world title. But ladies and gentlemen, Mike Jack was not done there. He wasn't done there. This man eventually decided that he had higher aims, higher hopes. He wanted to come back and take the world belt for himself. So in order to do that, he had to go up against Greg Iron Guts over in the UK to take the world belt that the UK chili queen gave up.
That was a solid match.
Clip is about 30 seconds long, and this is the moment that you became the world chili eating champion. And when we come back, we'll talk about how that made you feel.
Come on, Greg! Shoot it, Greg! Shoot it, Greg! Come on, Greg! Come on! Get down, Greg! Let's go, Greg! Get that chili down! Get that chili down, Greg! Come on, Greg! Come on, Greg! Come on, Greg! Show us that, Greg! Come on!
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. the
I remember
world
watching that
chili
live.
eating champion, and that's how he did it. Walk us through what was going through your mind, buddy.
Well, I kind of figured it would come to speedrun at the end, and yeah, so I've been been practicing my my speed eating for a while before that. Just like every day, just like eating peppers as fast as I can and that, and yeah, I guess it's crazy because you think like the super hot peppers are going to be like the hardest part of that competition, but the hardest part was the 2 jalapenos in the speed round. Like they're so just thick and crunchy, and my jaw
Big
was
wall,
just like
yeah.
just killing me at the end, like trying to eat those fast, right? So I was basically just like trying to almost just like keep my mouth going up and down, right? Just like chewing on those peppers. And yeah, I knew like Greg Barlow, like I knew he could like go the distance. Like he's done a lot of done some competitions before and like Reaper eating stuff. But he'd never, to my knowledge, he'd never done like a speed round. I'd never seen how fast he was, so that was kind of like the unknown. So he was honestly like faster than I thought he would be. He wasn't too far behind me, but
yeah, because he looked like he was going really, really slow, but he was like right there.
Yeah, he was right there, and yeah, he kind of gave me like a creepy stare down the whole time we were like eating the peppers and stuff. So, but yeah, it felt awesome, like being the world champ. Like it's kind of just crazy stuff. Like I never.
All right, so now that
when I started eating peppers, I never thought I'd be the world champ of anything ever.
So now that you've shared your experience on becoming the world champion and you've held the belt for quite a while now, I want to talk about some of the things you've done since becoming the world champion. One of them would be eating a bunch of Carolina Reapers. And when I say a bunch of Carolina Reapers, I want to play this next video just to show people how crazy you can get.
Set, go!
That is absolutely insane.
That signature move that he does after every pepper, he's like, I gotta get it down.
Yeah.
So after eating 50 Carolina Reaper peppers in a little over 6.5 minutes, we all want to know, what were you feeling? How was your stomach? Were you happy? Were you sad? Were you in a lot of pain? What was going through your mind after that attempt?
Well, after that record, so that was a Guinness record for fastest time to eat 50 Carolina Reaper peppers. And like you may have seen in that video, after I was done the 50 Carolina Reaper peppers, there's another plate they set in front of me there, right? So I was still hungry.
Yeah.
So I thought I would eat some more. So I ended up eating.
Is that the Canadian in you?
Just
to not
how
be
many I could
polite?
eat, and I ate 135 Reapers total.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's absolutely amazing. 135 Reapers total. Absolutely amazing. This guy is nothing to mess with. He is the world chili eating champion for a reason. Now, Mike Jack, I want to just hit on one more important thing that the audience needs to know. They already know it about you, but I want to hit on it. You are vegan. On January 18th, 2017, you and your wife decided to go vegan. What was your reason behind that?
Yeah.
And please tell the audience what the benefits are if you feel better of being vegan.
Yeah, I guess we had just kind of thought about like just animals and how animals are like treated by people in general, in animal agriculture and stuff like that. We thought about it for like a while. So like we kind of were like, oh, well, we'll just like eat like organic stuff or whatever, like, or stuff where it's like the animals are treated better and stuff like that. But then, after a while, we were just thinking like, I don't know. Like I thought about being vegan for a bit, but I was just like, I didn't really know like if it was healthy or stuff like that. Like I didn't know I was just didn't really know how stuff worked with nutrition and everything. And then we decided to watch like some documentaries on Netflix, and that's what gets you every time, right? You just watch the documentaries and you're whatever. So we ended up watching 3, but after watching the first one, we were like, okay, like I think we just need to like give this a try and stuff like that. But when we started, we we're just like, I don't know what's vegan and what's not. I'm like, can we still eat bread? Like I don't know. So after kind of just like figuring it out, like it's just figuring it out for like the first little bit is like the most difficult part. But then after that, it's like it's not really too bad. It's like pretty easy. And like times are changing a lot. Like it seems like all the time it just gets easier and easier. Like there's more like alternative stuff in like the grocery store and restaurants and stuff like that. Like kind of when we started, like none of the fast food places like had them, but now it's like there's like Burger King and there's like A&W in Canada. I think there's a few of them in the States and stuff. Like they're pretty easy places to go. KFC in Canada have they have like a vegan chicken sandwich now, and yeah, Taco Bell's good too. Yeah, and like just doing like the traveling we've done recently, like other countries are like New Zealand. It's like super easy. Like they have like a whole like vegan menu at Burger King and stuff like that. And yeah, like we. There's like health benefits and stuff too. Like a vegan diet, there's like no cholesterol, right? And cholesterol is kind of like the biggest killer of people, really. Like like a lot of people dying from heart attacks, right? Like people having heart problems like at younger ages now, just because of because your arteries are getting clogged with cholesterol, basically, right? So
I heard
that's
vegans
cool.
don't
Like
have to wipe as much because all the fiber.
Well, here's
No,
the
that
thing,
is
man.
first
Mike
off.
Jack doesn't use toilet paper at all. Mike Jack prefers a bidet.
I do for a bidet, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's nice. It's like a little shower for your butt every time, right? So
yeah. Mike Jack
keeping it clean.
He prefers a bidet in his bathroom. That's just a little known fact for everyone out there that needs to know a little bit more about Mike Jack. So also, they also have dubbed Mike Jack the world's fastest vegan, and I want to know, Mike Jack, what would Earthling Ed think of that?
World's fastest vegan, the vegan vacuum. What would Earthling Ed think of that? I think it was pretty awesome. Yeah. Especially when I first got into being vegan. Yeah, there's Earthling Ed. He's like a YouTuber, and he's like a really like down to earth guy, and he kind of like just talks to people on the street and like talks to them about how animals are treated in animal agriculture and stuff like that, and kind of it's just in a really nice way. And yeah, I'm a big fan of him. He actually came, like he's from like London, like the UK, but he actually came to my hometown, London, Ontario, and I like met him like a few years ago. It was pretty awesome. He was doing like he was doing. I don't know why he chose like London, Ontario, but he was doing a protest here, and yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, meeting him.
Absolutely. So if you guys really want to know a little bit more information on being vegan, or just want to know a little bit more about it, Earthling Ed on YouTube would be a great source to go to. He has a lot of information, and he's Mike Jack's favorite vegan YouTuber, so he probably will be your favorite one. also. All right, we're really going to close it up. There's a couple things I want to know your opinion on, Mike Jack. One of them is going to be this right here. What do you think of this guy right here, Mike Jack?
Giancarlo Gasparotto.
It's gonna
be a tough match. Yeah, he's really good at eating peppers there. There we go. The Prague Punisher.
Yeah,
this is my serious face. You don't see that too often in the pictures, right?
Yeah.
I was telling Mickey that
Giancarlo
I see why you always have
why
you always have a big smile, because when you are serious, you kind of look a little creepy, not gonna lie.
All right, so we got that match coming up soon. Sure. It's a big match.
I don't take myself too seriously.
I believe this is your first time defending the World Championship belt. I wish you the best of luck at that event. I can't wait to see how it goes down.
It's going to be fun to watch.
I saw some recent videos of Mike Jack, as most recently as the Goat Fest that was held a couple of days ago. I want to say this right now. Mike Jack is looking powerful. He's looking strong. Just for the people out there, real quick, this is a very fast-forwarded video of Mike Jack's most recent attempt at eating a bunch of reapers. Let's see how he's doing and what we got to look forward to. All right, now you know he can eat them. He can eat them, and I wanted to leave the end on that just to let you know Mike Jack still is human, and sometimes the peppers can get the best of us, and they do come up without our control. I know you're going to be ready to take them on. I know. I can't wait to see what you guys do coming up there. Real quick, Mike Jack, I know coming up soon is your anniversary to your wife. Am I right on saying that?
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
so
right.
October 11th, 2008
that's right. The anniversary's coming up on October 11th.
Jamie decided to get married. And I wanted to just wish you guys a very happy anniversary from us at the Texas Hot Spot. I got one more video to play. While this video is playing, we're going to get a couple fresh hot pods, and hopefully you can join us. We're going to eat a couple of pods. I want people to see the power team that is Mike and Jamie Jack, and here is their world record at the habanero, the longest habanero kiss. We're going to get into something spicy after this, and we're going to wind up the show. Please enjoy this video of the world's longest habanero kiss. Wrong one. My bad. Here I go.
Come on.
All right, let's start them. 1, 2, 3, go. So right now, what we're doing is counting down to 30 seconds. They have to have their mouths empty at that time. We've shown the mouth now. They can go and keep this record for as long as they can. As Jamie gets her first Guinness World Record. We're at 7 minutes. Isn't that amazing?
9:30. No joke.
9 minutes, 30 seconds.
That's love, baby.
They are crushing this world record.
All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The awesome couple. Their anniversary is coming up on October 11th. You awesome job breaking that record. I do believe me and Brandon are gonna come after it though.
I think we should, bro. I think we should.
All right. Just real quick before we end the interview and get to some spicy stuff for a minute or two before we end this thing. This is your time, Mike Jack, to basically tell everybody what's going on with you, what you got coming up, anything you want to promote, push, let our viewers know what's coming up, or anything on your mind. Now is your chance to do that.
My chance. Hey, how's it going? I'm Mike Jack. So I'm gonna be defending the world belt in Prague next weekend. So that's pretty awesome. I just submitted another big Guinness World Record, so hoping that it gets approved and it'll be Guinness record number 13. Maybe we'll keep it on the DL what that one is, but it's probably my craziest record so far. I got what else do I got here? Oh, here I know what I got here. I got a couple things here. So there's got a hot sauce came out this year that people are loving. Taco Tuesday hot sauce. It's like a taco in a bottle, so people are loving it. It makes me feel good. Some people are saying it's their new favorite sauce. It's a pretty mild one, but it's super delicious. I love it. And what else do we have here? I found this crazy sauce here, actually, guys, that I wanted to show everybody. It's this the sauce here. It's just like shell shock sauce. Anybody heard of this?
I love that label.
The little
It's
tiny
pretty crazy.
nose.
Somebody gave this to me, and they're like, "You got to try this sauce because here, let me try it here again, just to remind myself what it tastes like."
So that actually hardens on top of ice cream.
So I think it's like a birthday cake. It's like a birthday cake in a bottle. It's birthday cake hot sauce, which is amazing. I'm like loving it. There's like sprinkles.
I didn't even know you had that, man. You surprised me.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That was my surprise for you.
Wow, I had no idea Mike Jack had that. That's amazing that he has that. Awesome. I'm glad you like it, Mike. It does go better on ice cream when it hardens up. So that's awesome, man. I do appreciate you giving this shout out.
I'll have to try that.
I'm gonna go ahead and swap positions with you real quick. Before I believe we're all gonna have a spicy pod. We got some peppers here. We're gonna eat a pod, but real quick, that he mentioned it, I'm gonna do a quick sauce review, and then I'm gonna do a gusher with this sauce. This is the Dawson's Mike Jack taco sauce that he was just talking about. I'm gonna open it up real quick and do a real quick sauce review. Oh, wow. Ow, you open it up. I'm initially hit with the smell of cumin. If you guys know, cumin is very, very popular on the taco. I'm getting a nice, the guajillo peppers in there are poking through, the chili arbol peppers in there are poking through. This is going to be absolutely delicious. Let's get some on a spoon.
The sexy spoon.
Wow, that's a thick sauce, baby. That's real thick.
Slam it on the table. That's what I do.
Damn, boy!
That boy thick.
Whenever you open a new bottle, there's always like build up on top. Yeah.
It never fails.
There you go.
Oh God. You went right in the sauce hole with it. Did you see that?
Right in a sauce hole.
That reminds me of
This reminds me of a girl. How you?
Taco in a bottle.
It tastes like taco soup.
Oh yeah, taco soup.
It tastes like taco soup, man. It's absolutely delicious, dude. The heat on it is actually noticeable. I'm gonna say it's got like a heat of like a 2 or maybe a 2, 1 or a 2. But the flavor is what really pokes through. My mouth is watering after trying that. They hit that flavor spot on. Tastes just like a fucking taco. Great job, Mike Jack and Dawson's Hot Sauce. You guys need to get you some of this.
Thanks, yeah.
This is good stuff.
Right in the
Oh,
sauce.
absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get ready for closing up here soon. We do want to burn with you, Mike. We want to burn with the champion. Can we please eat a pepper with you?
We did that. We shared a stage with Mike Jack once.
We
I
want to
remember.
burn with you, buddy.
Yeah.
We'll do it some more. I'm down. I got some kind of pepper here. Farmer
All right, I
Jason.
got me a nice yellow one here.
I got these red ones, and I got these.
I think we're waiting on Midge. Waiting
Yellow
on
ones.
Midge. Waiting on Midge.
Got this crazy
ones?
one.
Yellow ones.
So what I'm
These are
gonna do
peppers from
actually,
Lisa McKay.
I'm gonna actually.
That one's a purple dream. She calls that one. It's kind of crazy colors.
Nice, pretty.
All right, I'm gonna cut my pepper open and I'm gonna fill it with your hot sauce to do a gusher.
All right, you guys ready?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
eat 5 peppers.
What's that, Brandon?
Pepper.
Where's
Pepper.
the rest?
It's on there.
Are we going?
Now it is.
What? I was in there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank Mike Jack for being with us today. On the count of 3, 3, 2, 1, chomp that pepper! Mmm. Woo! Ah! Woo! Wow. And he's going. He's just going to keep going. That's why he's the champion, ladies and gentlemen.
Jared, I don't know what kind of pepper that was, but you're growing some hot stuff, bro. Oh man, my ears are just.
Wow. That was a hot pepper. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Jack is just going to keep going, I guess.
He's wild,
He's
man.
showing his dominance of why he is the world chili eating champion. I want to go ahead. Wow. I'm
Yeah, buddy.
I'm
sweating.
Mike Jack, I want to go ahead and thank you so much for joining us
man.
on
Yeah.
this stream.
Appreciate you
We
being on,
love
brother.
you very much, buddy. We hope that everybody out there learned a little bit more about Mike Jack, what he's got coming up. He is definitely a serious burner. He's going to go ahead and take a little bit more of that. Birthday cake hot sauce. I know. I'm glad he loves it. I want to thank everybody in the chat for joining us tonight. We had a lot of people tonight. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank my co-host for Friday Night Fire. We love everybody. Mike Jack, I want to go ahead and make one more announcement. Because since you're here, ladies and gentlemen, coming up in November 4th, 2023, the League of Fire and the Texas Hotspot will be holding the first annual Fight Cancer with Capsaicin 24-hour live stream fundraiser, where we'll have pepper eating, chili head guests, hot sauce reviews, giveaways, challenges, and much more. We'll be doing donations, 100% of all donations, and excuse me, and proceeds will go to fighting the battle on cancer. I wanted to put that out there now. Mike Jack, we'd love to have you on there for that 24 hours for like a couple of minutes. If you have time, we'll hit you back up, and that might be the next time we see you. So I wanted to put that out there, announce that. Thank you, everybody. Awesome. Once again, Mike Jack, thank you so much.
Yeah,
we'll
what a good show.
See you guys back here next week on Friday. Same place, same time, same channel. And until next then, we'll catch you
on the flip side.
Have a great